rising sun could be withheld by the shadowy clouds at twilight. With such statements as these, Judge Frank W. Shepard addressed the guests at the luncheon meeting of the Elgin unit of Illinois Women's Republican Clubhouse, held today at the Fox Hotel. The excellent weather and the nearness of the spring primaries brought out a large attendance. Judge Shepard, who is a candidate for probate judge, gave an excellent address in which was heard with keen interest by the women.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.com.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers and a low around 32. As we move into Thursday, partly sunny skies are on the way with a high near 50 and a chance of rain showers. Currently, it's 39 and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Is back or neck pain keeping you from living the life you love? At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, our spine specialists help patients get back to moving, working, and enjoying life again, often with minimally invasive treatments and faster recovery. The care you need, the expertise you trust, right here in your community. Visit stjosephjelgin.com to schedule a consultation. St. Joseph Hospital, celebrating 125 years of compassionate care.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. From the Chicago-land to lands afar. With Derrick Geyer, your sports czar. The game's the place from field to rink. Hot debates, fast takes, no time to blink. The Windy City roar, the fans ignite. Your circus of sports under radio light. Big Time Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome in to Big Top Sports with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, on WRMN 1410 AM. And joining me in studio today is none other than Bob Mariner.
Hey, I'm back again, guys. Happy Wednesday. Nice to see y'all.
Yes, indeed. Happy home. Wait, why did they messed with the fader? Happy hum day.
I think somebody messed with the iris on the camera. For any of those in YouTube, yeah, I'm white, but I'm not this white.
My
I look
God,
like powder.
man.
I look like powder over here.
You need to get some sun.
Oh, please. Oh, I'm gonna burn up like a piece of toast.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Hey, if you want to be a part of this sporting conversation going forward, please call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. And you could check out my half dark, half white face.
He's got the proper lighting.
Yeah, the proper lighting. Very sinister looking on youtube.com at WRMN Radio, youtube.com at WRMN Radio. And if you also want to just drop in a text on the text line, that's 505-926-1410, 505-926-1410. And since it is going to be March Madness, March Madness started yesterday, a couple of playoff games to get into the tourney, but also we will be holding, starting with the round of Sweet 16 for both the men's and women's NCAA playoffs in the March Madness. So tune in here on WRMN 1410 AM for that. And then, also, the WBC is over with. Wah, wah.
Yeah, I'm not sad about that.
However, we will also be carrying the Chicago White Sox on these very airwaves as well. So once the season starts next week, we will be playing a majority of the Chicago White Sox game. But without further ado, all rise. And that, I had to cut it off
Thanks
because
for not
it was
playing the whole thing,
just
dude.
way too long. But that was the Venezuela national anthem. In I guess my acceptance of the fact that Team Venezuela beat Team United States in the World Baseball Classic yesterday.
Yeah, it happens. All right.
Yeah, it happens.
That's fine.
It is what it is, unfortunately. But what were your thoughts on the game last night, Bob?
I was sad. I was sad that America lost. But you know what? It was a great game. Right? Bryce Harper tying that up in the 8th. Hey, that makes baseball happen for me. Aside from that moment, and I really don't like the World Baseball Classic. There's real baseball to be played very shortly, and to me, this is a waste of time. Much like any other thing that is outside of Major League Sports, you've all heard me say this before. Hey, man, it's y'all getting paid. Y'all getting paid a lot of money to play some real sports for some real championships over here. Yeah, you can take your World Baseball Classic and keep it. All right. Cool for Venezuela. Hey, even if America won, yeah, cool. I guess I wouldn't have been that excited. I was just more excited that, we beat Canada. Again. Hey, 3 times, 2 different sports. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Again. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Absolutely. Sorry, not sorry. And I mean,
But, hey, Bryce
what do
Siskels
you
is, hey,
you know what do you expect when your big time sluggers, or the whether it be, well, Bryce Harper, he obviously came through in the eighth inning with that 2-run shot and
correct.
showed a little bit of emotion there. So that was nice. That was definitely nice. Nice to see that they weren't dead and completely and totally just, I don't know, because lack of emotion, if you will.
I Once again, this is a game that doesn't mean anything other than like national pride. And I was talking to some other people yesterday, and I'm like, wouldn't you gain more national pride like making it in the MLB and being on a World Series team? Like literally, like one player being on a team, being like, "Oh, you made it on this," and that's your national pride. Aside from, "Oh, here we're gonna play in this tournament that happens only every once in a while." Come on, it's really.
Well,
I- I'm sorry. I mean, if anybody else out there has got anything to say, please jump on our YouTube, throw in some comments over here. I want to hear what you got to say. If there's Nate out there, if there's NASCAR Jeff, I I love sports. Don't get me wrong, but this is just something I'm like, I can't really care about it too much. It was cool to watch. It was nice to be at a bar and to look up and be like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's a close game. That's fine." Um, Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I had people from Detroit yelling at me last night, being like, "Yeah, America lost," and I'm like, "So Detroit isn't part of America? No wonder why I don't like you guys so much." I'm like, "Hey, I don't know, man. You you're pretty much in the middle of the country, and oh, hey, you gotta really watch it. You're already rooting for the wrong teams, and now you're rooting for the wrong country. Come on."
oh, well, you asked for a call. We got a call. And hello, caller. What is your name? What do you want to talk about?
This is NASCAR Jeff.
Well, hello, NASCAR Jeff.
I don't know. That might be a put on right there.
Hey Bob, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, bud? You make it back safe from
Yeah, how
Hawaii?
you doing? Here's the funny part about it. If you would have forked out $40 million each player out there, you probably would have gotten better performance from them. It's all about the money gig. You
Oh,
know
are you
that.
serious? Money is
And
a motivator for these guys? Money's a major motivator for me too, Jeff. What a coincidence.
well, I mean, some of the best players in the world are Dominicans and they're Cubans and they're Venezuelans.
Oh, I thought the
It's not,
DR was going to have us. Yeah.
Japanese. Actually, Japanese, in my opinion, they've got some of the greatest players out there right now.
This
I mean,
is
everybody
true.
wants a Japanese or an Oriental player. I mean, am I not correct?
Hey,
Otani, Otani, that guy's incredible.
it's not just you see it. It's not just like a one off. You've seen time and time again. Japan's got some major players
Yeah.
coming out of there. I gotta say, I know it's the American pastime, but I'd be hard pressed to say it's like throw America and Japan right next to each other, and it's like it's side by side. We're- They love baseball as much as we do.
Yeah, and I don't call Shohei Ohtani the unicorn for nothing. He is probably, I don't care what, some of the other talking heads say or any of the other pundits. He is probably the best baseball player going today, bar none.
We're lucky to see him play.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. Everything in sports, whatever sports it is, when it comes to professional, it's all about the money gig. And I'm listening to it. I got to thinking about this when I was on my vacation because I'm back now. I got back yesterday, but here's the thing: everybody's got to realize it's a business. It's a big business. So the loyalty factor in staying in a team is not there. How many players are willing to give up a lot of money to stay with one team with teammates that you played with one season? That's hard to picture. I mean, but the thing that gets me is that I think that the decks are stacked so much in any sport that the team that's got the winningest record and has the most, well, like the Dodgers, I'll say, Dodgers have been in the playoffs for as long as I can remember. They're never that far away. I don't think they've been out of the playoffs since they moved to LA. I mean, I can't remember a time when the Dodgers, that's one team that I know is consistent, but they spend the money. You know, and maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's the thing with, they're playing world sports. It's the same thing with the Olympics. I mean,
Yeah. Well, here we go. We got last time the Dodgers missed the MLB postseason was in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only like almost a decade and a half. It was just a little bit of a while ago. But yeah, they got an ongoing streak of 13 consecutive postseason appearances. That's among the longest in MLB history.
It's money. It's money because what it comes down to is the owners of the team, unless you get 3 or 4 people, and this is the thing with the Dodgers. I forget how many people own them that are ex-players, of any kind of sport. That's what we need in football. I firmly believe.
Well, I think you see that happening a lot in football, Jeff. All right? I mean, it's like there are a lot of former players, and yes, you are correct in that. And although there are some, we do need more. And I have always been a strong believer in not just sports, but any business, is if you're going to have a strong business and you're going to have something that's success, you are going to bring people up who have worked from the ground floor on the way up. There are too many places I've worked for corporations and other things where, it's, I've worked here for 8 years and I worked my way up, and all of a sudden you're assistant manager, and then they bring in a district manager who used to work for another business completely unrelated to yours, but they're like, well, he's got the management experience. I go, well, wouldn't it be better to bring somebody up from your organization who actually knows your organization, knows the ins and outs, knows what it's like to be on the bottom, knows what it's like to be in the middle, knows what it's like to be on the top, and how the money flows. It's very important.
That's why I say boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. The reason I say boots on the ground, I don't like to offer up lip service. I kind of joke around with everybody on here about, with Derrick and you guys about, sports. I like the Bears. But it's hard for me to judge anything because I hadn't done it, and I don't like to criticize people if I've never done their job because I have no clue, and when it comes down to some of these big sports, they get these college education. No, don't take this wrong, but they get these guys they're sitting in an office, they're using their darn computers and thinking stats. And I was listening to especially the football guys, the sports guys on another channel. I listen to this because the other guys are full of hogwash. I listen to WRMN's Big Top Sports because yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it's just. It's life, I guess. It gets me, NASCAR is a good example. NASCAR has gotten so crazy now. It's
oh Lord. Yeah.
But I'm surprised there's people out there still in it. It used to be when I was part of it, like in, year 2001 or something, it was there was like 50 cars running on a track that would go out for tryout for. There's 45 slots. There are 50 cars or something, and you're gonna see here in the next few years that gap. It's going to be getting smaller and smaller because what's going to happen is sponsorship is going to start drying up. It gets so extremely expensive to sponsor a car. Again, it's the money factor, and until somebody figures out a way to streamline stuff in every sport, it's just you're gonna see guys making billions of dollars playing. I wouldn't be surprised if someday somebody gets $1 billion for a pitcher.
I'd like to go back to the days. I'd like to go back to the days where I had my grandfather working at a trucking company back in Chicago, and one of his coworkers, his weekend job to make a little extra dough would be to play in the Chicago Bears, and then he'd go back to his regular job, loading the trucks and making sure everything was stocked correctly.
Hey, thanks for the call, Jeff. I do appreciate it. Stick around
You guys
for
are
the.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Stick
Thanks,
around
bye.
for the next hour or so because at the top of the hour, we're going to be talking some oval left-hand turns. But we will be getting back into the WBC on the other side of this break. You are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At U.S. Med.
He was ready.
Jeff is always ready.
I know.
And we are still live on the YouTube. Just to give you a little heads up there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble getting the comments up over here.
Did you try reloading it?
I did not.
Okay.
Let's see.
We'll see. What have we got here?
Sure we got. Let's try it on my screen, actually.
Did you watch any of the Blackhawks game?
No. No, I gave up on the Hawks.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I'll watch a game if I go to a game this year. Oh, another game. I already went to one, so.
Did they win?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did teach somebody about hockey though, so I guess that was a win for somebody. Oh, there you go. What do you getting the airs? There we go. That looks a little bit better right there. Thank you. Look at you. Somebody knows how to work a camera. Hey, all right.
Oh,
Derrick Geyer, not only your host, but your camera specialist. Oh, look at that. Oh, hey, I got a little bit more color in my face now. Don't worry. I am still this pale. All right. I did not go on a tropical vacation like Derrick did, so.
Yeah, and
the tan is a couple months away, folks. All right.
My tan is dwindling.
Well, so yeah, I mean, you look healthy.
I look healthy?
Not to say you didn't look healthy before, okay?
Well, not bad for a 50-year-old now, huh?
Oh, 50, dude. I know you've always told me, but I'm pretty sure that you were younger than me, like the entire time.
No.
Nah. No.
Which is always surprising, and I got to thank my parents for the genes and everything that they gave me.
Thank
obviously.
you, Derrick's parents.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And
thank you for the miraculous genes that you have provided me.
He's pretty good looking fella, you know?
Ah, shucks.
I say, I'll make sure I'll keep all those ladies the evening away from him. I'll keep him safe, okay?
Yeah, I'm beating them away with a stick. Coming back in 10 seconds. Actually, 4.
By the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. Joining me in studio today, it is Bob Mariner, the NASCAR guru, whisperer, left-hand turn junkie.
The whisperer.
And the Denny Hamlin number 11 wearer.
Hey, I'm wearing a winning number.
You're wearing a winning number. Well, that's good. I wish there was a winning number in the WBC yesterday. I myself was not as uninterested in yesterday's game. And the only reason why I'm saying uninterested, and I don't blame you, because I've had these takes myself with other sporting events. But I found myself yelling at the television as if I was in mid-baseball season fan form last night. And as I pull up the stats of last night's game from ESPN, I cannot believe if we were, what's that movie with Bob Uecker, Charlie Sheen, that usually comes out around baseball time? It's Major League.
And Major League too.
And 3 and 4 and back to the minors and all of that stuff.
I only
know.
watched the first
Hey,
two.
Scott Bakula was, never mind. That was an absolute atrocious movie. But I pulled up the stats that I previously put on the YouTube thing there.
The tube of views?
Yeah, as Susie C. of the WRMN Morning Show would say. And I almost literally out loud said, 3 GD hits? Only 3 GD hits over 9 innings yesterday?
To me, that's when you see hits. Christ. No, it's not hitting. It's good pitching.
Yeah, it's good pitching. They couldn't hit their way. Yeah. I mean, Judge had 3 strikeouts yesterday. Schwarber struck out 3 times. And then Anthony ended the game with a strikeout. Will Smith strikeout. Oh, that asshat Terang, he struck out.
It still cracks me up every time I hear Will Smith coming up to the plate.
Yeah. Chris Rock better watch out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we're going to continue this WBC talk on the other side because I do have a couple more thoughts on it. I know Bob could care less, but he's going to have to humor me. After all, this is Big Top Sports.
Whatever, man. It's all good.
It's all good from his mouth to God's ear. This is WRMN 1410 AM.
With your news flash.
Yeah, and we're still. I mean, if you need to go grab a smoke or a heater or whatever, we're coming back in about 4 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'll burn one down. But sorry I missed your birthday.
Bastard! The hell's wrong with you?
If they didn't have me at UIC at 7 a.m. to make up a game that was supposed to be a doubleheader on Saturday, yeah, I would have come.
Oh, is that the baseball game?
Yeah, the baseball game and the torrential downpour.
The torrential downpour or the 70-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I was doing. Yeah, I did a lacrosse game in with the what started out as 50 degrees that quickly went down to what felt like 30-ish.
When did you do Friday?
Yeah, I think so. One of those two.
Friday
it was Friday.
That was a nightmare. Where were you?
University of Chicago.
Yep. Yeah, we were dealing with the same stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
I will be right back, folks.
Yep, wind was blowing hard, and it was absolutely brutal. That's one of the things that I don't think, people understand, possibly, about doing television production or doing live sporting events, is the fact that we are out there, and the collective we, is, the people that are behind the scenes. You obviously, you have the play-by-play, you've got the color commentating, you have, obviously, the players, because without the game being played, there's no need for it to be, streamed or shown on television. But we are out there in the elements as well, freezing our arses off. And at one point, I think I was only able to feel the small pinky toe and my thumbs. That's how brutal it got. And I'm speaking for myself because, wow, the wind was brutal. The temperature dropped, especially after the sun went down. Oh, great googly moogly. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Bob Mariner's back over here. I am agreeing with Derrick. I was working first base cam over at Le Miller Field over at USC over on the quote-unquote south side. It's technically south side. I wouldn't call it south side Chicago, but...
Well, that's off of, Taylor Street?
Yeah. It's,
Well,
it's
yeah,
cool.
it's
I mean,
south.
you're looking towards you're looking at the outfield. You're looking north northeast towards the skyline. So pretty much center field, you got Sears Tower and the rest of the skyline. It's beautiful.
You mean they actually built the baseball stadium the right way, looking out over
it's
on the cityscape?
It's awesome, but I mean, it was just fitting for, I'm like, hey, baseball season starts. I know I'm going to have to go through the ringer, and to start it off with 40, 50 mile an hour winds, wrestling with a camera that's a little bit smaller than my liking for baseball. But just making sure I don't break my equipment and still try to get a good shot. That was fun. Luckily for me, Saturday and Sunday, I got to be in the replay booth. So,
that's a good thing.
Believe me, them camera ops are not happy. They're like, what are you doing in here?
I'm
like,
I put my time in, damn it.
I know how to do a replay. So, hey.
Coming back in 5 seconds.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true.
Ow.
Sports carousel spinning just for you.
It's coming just for you, Derek.
Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. Joining me in studio today, it is none other than the spicy Mariner
A little
sauce.
spicy. A little spicy.
Bob Mariner.
Yeah, you know, kick it up a notch. Give it a little bam. There you go.
Give it a little. Wait. Isn't that trademarked? Emerald Lagasse.
I'm not going to say his name. All right.
Emerald. Well, what the hell is his name now?
The person you were speaking of was Emerald Lagasse, but
Lagasse. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he'd get along well with me, and he won't come after us. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure he calls it sauce instead of gravy too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
if you're really gonna be true Italian, it's got to be gravy. No, right?
Bite me.
Come on now.
Bite me.
Are you Italian?
I'm a little bit.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
You know, the other side of the family is called Marzano, so.
Oh, all right. So yeah,
hey,
I guess
Marzano.
a little bit.
Hey, you know,
we're all Chicagoans here.
I could have been on Team Italy, you know, handing out the espressos and doing the double kisses. And
I know you would have you would have gotten a couple Ks for the other team. That's for sure.
Yeah, probably. You know.
Have you ever? When's the last time you went to the batting cages?
Went to the batting. Oh, girl. Probably 2 years or so ago, 3 years or so ago.
Yeah, I ended up going.
I could still hit 75.
Hey, that's better than me, man. It was like I'm going up to I'm like I can hit the little kid speed, and then I go to softball speed. And I like maybe hit 10% of those. Oh, you get to pros, I'm done. It's whiff.
Yeah.
Or as my uncle would like to say, it'd be like you look like Ron Santo at the plate. I'm not saying Ron Santo's bad. I'm just saying my uncle was he's a Cub hater.
Oh, well, you know. I mean, we are in Chicago. There are two teams. But, hey, if you want to be a part of this sporting conversation going forward, call in like Jeff did at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can check out our wonderful mugs and Bob's much improved color on the youtube.com /@WRMN radio. That's youtube.com /@WRMN radio.
And we're coming to life over here. Coming to life. Oh my God. Yeah. Watch. We're just gonna turn the color temperature on the camera up warmer. I'm gonna be red in the face by the end of this show.
Hey,
for the YouTube viewers. Okay.
Ask and ye shall receive. And don't forget to tune into the WRMN morning show with Susie C. and David Tees tomorrow morning from 6 until 9 a.m. Not exactly sure what they have in store for you, but, I'm going to invade their show.
Oh, yeah. If I get some time in my schedule, I plan on invading their show at one point or another within the next week or two.
Yeah.
There's a couple 2-3 days cleared up in my schedule. I'm not going to be gone forever, but it's going to happen soon, buddy.
Uh-oh.
A lot of baseball, a lot of racing, a lot of not being in town. I'm already sad about not going to being able to see you for like half the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I'm surprised actually in talking with Jeff. I mentioned this to Jeff yesterday when he was texting or, commenting on the YouTube, was that I have absolutely no problem, if he were to come into the studio, you two could have the whole NASCAR, power boat, whatever, drag race conversations. And he could also bring in his NASCAR and other memorabilia as well.
I love the pictures that Jeff has already been sending in.
I mean, if you're game, maybe we could have Jeff, come in and regale us and the listening audience out there.
And do a little show and tell. Jeff versus Bob, who's got the cooler NASCAR diecasts.
Oh, geez.
I already know he's got cooler ones because his diecasts are actually like
life size
1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, some of the pictures and everything that he showed us.
All mine are like 1/64th, Jeff. I got a couple 1/24th. Nothing I can really fit my butt in the seat yet. So
yeah.
Oh, we can get Derrick hooked on racing. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to bring. I think maybe if I can get him to Michigan International Speedway, I might be able to get him hooked on racing. That's one of the places where they will let you just cling on the fence the entire time. Richard Petty, I don't think Richard Petty's racing anymore, Jeff. I like that.
Well, I think maybe what he's Harry Gant. Well, I know who Richard Petty is.
He's just dropping historic names from racing now.
Okay, before we get into like the NASCAR hour at the top of the hour, I kind of want to put a pin into the WBC.
Okay.
I want to get this off my chest. And yet again, we have the broadcast and the red ass that was John Smoltz doing the color commentating. And if you could really call it color commentating. And I just enough. I'm glad that the WBC is over with, because now the regular season is going to be underway next week.
Oh, now you could start complaining about Joe Buck. Okay.
No, actually, I've turned the corner. I've turned the page. He is going to be a Frick Award winner going into the Hall of Fame.
Thank you. It always just like left a bad taste in my mouth. People hated him so much. It's not an easy job to be a sports commentator.
The reason why I understand he followed in his dad's footsteps, the Buck legacy, and I'm sure his son will follow in the Buck legacy as well. But the reason why I hated him for so long was for the Fox games of the week, where it was the St. Louis Sucks Cardinals taking on the Chicago Cubs. And it always seemed to be slanted so hard towards the St. Louis Sucks Cardinals side of things. Because while he covered them in season, and, when you have someone that good, Fox tapped them, do the game of the week. Okay, cool. No problem with that. Same thing when it was 2016 or 2015. And my goodness, with Joe Buck doing the play-by-play and everything, and the Dodgers this, the Dodgers that, it almost seemed like it was a 10-to-1 ratio of everything that was coming out of his mouth, talking about the Dodgers, talking about Clayton Kershaw. And I said this, well, I didn't have this platform, Big Top Sports, here on WRMN 1410 AM.
Here comes a hot take.
But I knew that the Cubs were going to beat him, Clayton Kershaw. I even though the Cubs were down in the series, I knew that they were going to beat Clayton Kershaw. I was not worried about that game.
Wait. So you know umpires and people in upper management, you knew they were going to beat him already? You already knew how the game was going to turn out? I don't know. The FBI is listening. You got to check this guy, Derrick Geyer. You got to check him out. I think he's got some insider information. You lock him up like Martha Stewart.
Wow.
Lock him up.
Yeah, if I had some insider,
it's my show now.
If I had some information on that Smurf, then I surely wouldn't be, behind this mic. I would be sitting on a beach earning 20%.
He was on a beach a week ago. He's playing it cool. He knows not to spend all that money at once. Come on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm onto you.
Yeah, Todd with the Black Sox scandal. Sure. But
thank you, Todd. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm seeing. Okay.
Shut your pie hole and any hootie. No, but I mean, and it was so funny to me that the play-by-play dude, and I gotta pull this up again. Here, talk, Bob.
Blah blah blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. No, it's here. I love that you're like, I turned the corner on Joe Buck. I know you hated him because, he's a handsome guy. It's easy to hate people who look good. But, no, it's really hard. And it is extremely hard to be even in your broadcast. I haven't done commentating a lot. I commentated a couple of hockey games while I was also working camera. And even then, and these are like elementary, middle school kids. And even, 5 minutes in the period, I had already found that I was favoring one team over the other. And it is really hard to not have that come through in your commentary. It really is. And I'm like, it was a conscious thing the entire time. Even though I'm thinking about commentating and working camera at the same time, I was still like, okay, I know I'm really like, only talking about how amazing this other goalie is. I need to even it out and talk about the other team. So, and I mean, I'm just starting out. So even if you are decades into it, I gotta, give these guys a little bit of slack. Okay, it's gonna come through. You might not even think about it. If you love the sport and you see a team playing well, you might start rooting for them in your heart, and it's gonna come out. But yeah, whatever. Joe Buck. I used to hate you too, just like Derrick, but you won me over. I don't know. It's just that those beautiful blue eyes. Oh, those eyes.
Soft, sultry skin.
So the Frank Sinatra of sports over here.
Yeah.
And maybe I won't go that far.
Yeah, let's not do that. But here's the thing. When you have Joe Davis, who was doing the play-by-play announcing yesterday, and from the very beginning of the broadcast, it was just slanted so hard to Team Venezuela. Now, I understand quite honestly, I don't understand all the nuances of the geopolitical climate and everything. So there's that aspect of things. But I'm just talking sports here on Big Top Sports, WRMN 1410.
Thank you for that.
It was just like, from the very beginning, Venezuela this, Venezuela that. You do realize that there is another team playing. Now, they aren't necessarily as exciting as what Team Venezuela is, and their celebrations and antics and all of that fun Smurf stuff. But you can also get in on the United States as well. Okay. And up until Bryce Harper hits that bomb of a home run in the 8th inning, and then all of a sudden, Joe Davis's tune turned, where it was like, oh, Smurf. Now we've got to like actually give a little bit of props to Team USA. And not necessarily, you know, that they really deserved it a whole hell of a lot, but I mean, yeah.
A little interjection over here.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I love to rag on sports players for being old. Bryce Harper's been in the MLB for 14 seasons. I was really like, yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to enjoy too many more of those moments like he had in the 8th.
Yeah. And I will have you know, listeners and viewers on the Tube of Views, I do not gamble like Michael Jordan does. I wish I had that money.
I saw
that.
I
wish I had the money that Michael Jordan does.
Todd, spitting fire over here.
Yeah,
good job, buddy. Keep it coming, all right?
Whatever.
You're making me smile.
Don't you need to find a fishing hole or something?
Oh, hey, if you do, call me up, buddy, all right? I'm dying to get out there. I want to snag a couple.
Oh, boy. Hey, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer and Bob Mariner. And up next, wherever the squirrels take us on the other side of this break.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire,
Okay, I have absolutely no idea in what direction we should take next. I mean, do you have an idea?
Yeah, just.
And we're still live on YouTube, so this is kind of how I do my show.
We'll ramble some NASCAR. There's a couple interesting things.
Okay, well, why don't we save that for the top of the hour?
All right, cool. What time we come back?
In about 3 minutes or so. So we'll have about like 5 minutes.
I'm gonna run real quick.
Yeah. Go to the little girl's room. Biatch. Yeah, a little bit. So let's see. Oh, you know what? I did hear this little bit of information, so I mean, since holy hell. My goodness. All righty. Yeah, I suppose the ice would be that thick in holy Smurf. I did actually almost swear, but you know, we're on YouTube, so I can get away with an S-bomb, but damn. How long are you staying up there for? I mean, 48 inches, Manitoba. Yeah. Hey, Siri. What's the current temperature in Manitoba, Canada? Okay, I assume that. Thank you. I assume that's, the Providence or whatever. I'm not really sure how that works up there. Up north, geography is not really a friend of mine. Yeah, he's going up to Manitoba. And the ice is apparently still 48 inches thick.
That's pretty thick ice. I don't know. That's the kind of ice that I would go ice fishing on. 48 inches.
Yeah. Isn't that as thick as, you could pretty much drive a car on and you won't fall through?
It's 4 feet, sir.
Yes. I am very well aware of that. Thank you very much.
Well, not everybody can do math, okay? Some people are good at numbers. Some people are good at words.
My math ain't that bad, just like my English ain't too good. Hey, we are coming back in about 7 seconds, so I'm going to pod this up. And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM. If you weren't paying attention during the break on Big Top Sports, I'm talking to the two of you audience out there on WRMN Radio. That's youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Kind of apropos with the outdoor hunting commercial or whatever the heck that was. I potted it down because I was talking to the audience on YouTube. But yeah, 48-inch ice out there in Manitoba, Winnipeg, Canada. Jacked that one up real good. But regardless, hey, Mr. Mariner is in studio with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. And hey, Bob, the Chicago Bears have signed a couple of other free agents.
Oh.
And,
shout out Tim Allen.
Yeah, right. And welcome back to the team, Mr. Jack Sanborn. Inside, Sam, linebacker. Now back on the Chicago Bears. So he was on the Bears between the years of 2022 to 2024. He was on Dallas last year. He has a total of 183 tackles, including 15 for loss, as well as 15 special teams tackles.
That's the
as
number.
well.
That's the number that matters to me.
What's that?
Yeah, special teams tackles right there. I think. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the straws that stirred the drink on special teams.
I mean,
when he was
seems,
here.
it's, special teams is they're special for the Chicago Bears.
Well, and he's a special person, just like you're a special person. Special needs maybe, but you're still a special person. Yes, I went there.
Yeah, you're gonna NASCAR's got a rule against that. We'll talk about that in a few.
Did I cross the line?
Nah, I ain't saying nothing. You ain't cross no line on me. Let's talk about Mr. Sanborn over here. So what do you got? You already said 183 tackles, 15 for a loss, 15 for special teams. And that's in 52 games, including 24 of those are starts. So safe to say you think we'll be seeing this guy start?
Well, it depends. It depends on...
Seems like a 50-50 to me.
Yeah, pretty much. But right now, I think they've got a good player back with the Chicago Bears. A good player-ish, if you will. Maybe just adding a little bit more depth to the roster.
Don't play in the World Football Classic.
Yeah, no
risk injury.
I mean, I'm still bummed about, Seiya Suzuki and his, sprained PCL. But the Bears also added a little bit more depth on the defensive line as well, signing James Lynch to the Bears as well. James Lynch joins the Bears in 2026 after spending the last 2 seasons as a member of the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, I could kind of see wanting to get out of Tennessee. Appearing all 17 regular season games each of the last 2 seasons for the Titans since entering the league as a 4th-round selection, 130th overall by the Minnesota Vikings in 2020. Lynch has totaled 71 career regular season games, played 4 starts for the Vikings 2023. Titans 2024 to 25 last year, amassing 98 career tackles, 51 solo. And, well, remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be, he is signed on the team. Remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be a key cog going forward, especially with the Bears drafting at number 25. Depending whether or not they decide to trade up, maybe. I doubt it. But Ryan Poles, Ben Johnson, Dennis Allen, they're addressing spots of need thus far.
I still really, I understand, it's sports radio. We got to cover this stuff. It's all for not covering this at this point in the season. All right.
Oh, yes, I know.
Numbers last year. Are they played here? Are they played there? Awesome. Talk to me after they gone through some camp. My wife said it best. I love this because she came into fantasy football with me, didn't know anything, and she started to see this. She understands the team sport. That's the problem with the Bears a couple seasons ago and going forward. And you get too many egos and everything. I want to see how these guys play together. All right? Can they get along? And will they get injured? Those are the two big things. So, hopefully, they decide to play as a team and not be, I'm number one, I'm the star.
Yep, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. He's Bob Mariner. We will be back talking a little bit of left turns after the break. WRMN. Yeah, I was having the conversation with Marcus yesterday. He called in and briefly touched upon it, where I don't know about you all out there on or in YouTube land watching this, but I understand as a sports radio host, the Bears lead. It's a Bears town, baseball divided with the Cubs and White Sox. Yet, it's tiring to cover the same thing day in, day out. I understand during the season because they were the best thing going during the winter.
It makes sense to cover them then. I mean,
well, absolutely. And not to mention, I mean, they are on WRMN 1410 AM. Just like we'll be covering the White Sox, probably ad nauseum, because, they are also on these very airwaves as well. But I know you're a Cubs fan.
I'm a baseball fan. Yes, born and raised Northside, Cubs fan. But I'm still, being able to talk about baseball is going to be awesome. That's one of the reasons I am so happy to be in baseball season as a broadcaster now. Yeah. And not even behind the mic, but like behind the camera doing replay. It's just
fun.
Sitting down and really dissecting an entire game and getting to know the players and the coaches and it's the banter that goes back and forth that none of the people at home here that's going in the broadcast booth is just some of my favorite. It's, and it's exactly what you and your family are doing sitting at home watching a baseball game. Come on, Blue. Really? You're going to be better than that? It's the same thing. It's just we're watching just a little bit more baseball than you.
Yeah, and as Bob is saying what he's saying, come on, Blue. No, you're getting the extreme rated PG version of it. That was a terrible horse Smurf call. That, what he should take his head out of his arse, and it's like, oh my God, this Jamoke is up to bat again. Watch him whiff standing there with the bat on his shoulder.
I can't wait for the ABS system to just be like that. Get the humans out of here, man. All right, let the robots take go. I'm ready. I'm ready for Arnold.
Happen.
Arnold, is a ball, is strike.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh man,
that would absolutely be hilarious.
Oh Lord.
Hey, listen, I don't care if they turn right sometimes. I really don't. Unless, I mean, I do like the one thing that I will say, I will probably tune in when it is in San Diego because I want to see that.
Oh, that's going to be a beautiful broadcast.
I want to see that vista.
Yeah.
And San Diego is absolutely freaking gorgeous.
Well, I mean, they're racing on the naval base. So
right.
I believe, I don't know for sure, but I looked at the track layout and it looks like at least a handful of those spotters are going to have to be on top of the aircraft carriers.
Sure.
No, those are the highest points around the course.
Oh, well.
So go
absolutely.
ahead, set up your tripod and your cam up at the crow's nest on the aircraft carrier.
You know what would be really cool? Are you familiar with the movie Death Race?
No. Oh, I'm familiar.
Jason Statham, like the original one.
That is, I think, one of the only Jason Statham movies I did not watch.
Well,
which is killer because I love cars and I love Jason Statham.
That okay? So
Somehow I missed that one.
it's like the first Transporter, good.
Okay.
The second one, not so much, but I mean that was a money grab and more or less the same thing over and over again. I mean it's kind of like watching the Fast and the Furious. The first one was good. The first couple of movies after that were okay. You're getting into launching into outer space and everything. It's just okay.
Ludicrous in outer space and Fast and
here?
Furious. Oh, I love that. But yeah, I mean, it gets to a point where like, how's this car not have a scratch on it?
Yeah. So I think extreme racing, where so they are on, is it the naval base?
They're on the naval base.
Coronado
Naval Base in San Diego.
So what you have is like, the tanks and everything. Just, yeah, baby.
There's gonna be some pretty awesome shots over here.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I wish that they let them. I don't think they're racing on the runways. Obviously, those got to be kept open for
military
things. Yeah. Just in case. I mean, there's some things going on in this world. But still, I mean, just anybody go ahead, go online, go to NASCAR.com. You can check out the track layout. It's beautiful. It's huge. It goes by the ocean.
That's what she said.
There is specifically one turn. Oh, geez, I got to look it up. I want to say it's turn 11, but there's one that's dangerously close to people messing up and ending up in the drink. That is the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, I think Nate there is pulling our chains here.
Oh, no.
With Crank 2 missing out on the Oscars. Crank 1 was good.
High voltage. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, geez. Do I got to go back and watch all those again? I do remember that.
I mean, okay, but probably the best. Oh, I don't know. You know what? Screw it.
We thank the spotters for their service.
We are. We are
Nate.
on the YouTube here. So, I mean, that scene in the middle of Chinatown with Amy Smart.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, geez.
Doggy.
For those of you who have not watched Crank 2 High Voltage, if you want to turn your brain off and just have like an action-packed thriller ride, just an enjoyable movie you don't got to think, go ahead, throw that on. I think it's also one of the few movies where Jason Statham does not wear like a heavily corded knit like Irish sweater. If you do watch a lot of Jason Statham movies, you'll start to notice he wears like the same style, if not the same sweater, in almost every movie he's in.
All righty, coming back in about 10 seconds with some more Smurfiness.
Oh boy.
YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. Out to lunch. Spice up your midday morning.
Oh. And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. Joining me in studio is Bob Mariner, the NASCAR guru. But before we start talking about NASCAR, please feel free and join in on the sporting conversation at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You could also check us out on the Tube of Views. That's youtube.com/@WRMN Radio, youtube.com/WRMN Radio. If you want to leave a text message as well, I'm checking the text line at 505-926-1410. That's 505-926-1410. And as always, don't forget to tune into the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C., the Black Widow herself, and David Tees.
Whoa, the Black Widow.
Well, yeah,
I've never heard her called that before.
She's going through morning show hosts left and right.
Oh, David's still here. David,
another one bites the dust.
David, please. I like you, man. I want you.
Another one bites the dust, and another host goes, and another host goes, and another host bites the dust.
The East.
Hey,
the East cannot lose their number one belly button model. Okay,
Oh,
Susie,
dear
this is
God.
Bob Mariner shouting out to you right now. Please spare David Tease. Okay. There's too much greatness in this guy. All right. And his belly button.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got nothing on that.
Sorry, I did call back to 2 weeks ago, so it might be hard to remember. But
Yeah, especially when I suffer from CRS, which is can't remember Smurf. And yeah, but yes, during the top of the and I would be remiss if I didn't remind everyone that starting next week, it is going to be the Chicago White Sox heard almost daily on these very airwaves at WRMN 1410, along with men's and women's Sweet 16 action for the NCAA tourney as well. March Madness. The madness will be heard on these very airwaves as well. Yeah. Talking about madness, talking about left turn madness. Bob, what do you got NASCAR-wise for us?
Well, yeah, I mean, this past Sunday, we had the 2026 Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And, yeah, mile long track. It was one of those where you don't get a lot of 2-3 ride racing. This is one of those races where the guys who got ahead. A lot of single file, lot more spaces. Not an exciting race to those of you who are not NASCAR regulars. Definitely a lot more on strategy. They did up the horsepower on these smaller tracks this year to like 750. So changed a little bit. More tire wear, higher horsepower, a lot more strategy. Anyways, I'm wearing the number 11 over here, Denny Hamlin.
Is that like in maybe some corresponding number to, I don't know, the winner?
Yeah, he won. He killed it. The guy, he won a great race. He usually runs really good at Vegas. I was happy. The Toyotas did really good that day. Denny Hamlin driving a Toyota. We're going to go through the rest of the top 10 over here. We had coming in P2, Chase Elliott, Hendricks Motorsports Chevy. Chase, very surprising. Was a premier driver. It seemed like in the past couple seasons, he's really fallen off. Not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. Just maybe hitting an average, probably above just 15th or so. Just didn't show up. I mean, there was a couple seasons back he broke his leg like right before the season started, like going on like a skiing trip up in the Rockies. Which I don't know if you're gonna be competing in a physical sport. Maybe don't do another dangerous one right before your season starts. But ever since
you mean like the NBA players or NFL players riding their bikes and crashing them?
Yeah, it seems to be a problem, across me.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. NFL players have the habit of shooting themselves in the foot.
We haven't had that problem yet. Kyle Busch may be the only one. He's the guy who forgot he brought a gun into Mexico and tried to bring it back. Anyways, we'll continue on at their top 10 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You got P3, William Byron, another Chevy, Hendricks Motorsports. So, hey, Joe Gibbs coming in 1. Hendricks getting P2 and 3. William Byron, great showing. He's usually bad luck. Wow. Bad luck Byron, but, good top 5 for him over here getting 3rd place. We got Chrissy Bell, Joe Gibbs Racing. That's another Toyota. Ty Gibbs, that is Joe Gibbs' grandson, getting P5. I know our guy Nate over here who's been chiming in on YouTube. Him and I, we do a Ty Gibbs hate watch every week. We want to see this guy crash. He's a Nepo baby. He gets all the good equipment because his granddad runs the race team that he races for. But, he usually messes it up. Maybe this kid's finally deciding to be not too aggressive. Chris Buescher, 6 for RFK Racing. Kyle Larson, Hendricks Motorsports. There you go. You got it. You got a Chevy right there. 7th, Chase Briscoe, Stuart Haas. He's coming in 8th. Bubba Wallace showing up big for Jordan's team, 2311 over here in 9th. And then Brad Keselowski, RFK, rounding out the top 10. So you got a little mix of everything. It seems like Toyota did really good this past weekend. Like I said, Vegas, not the most exciting race in the world. But, yeah, happy for Denny Hamlin. he got his 61st win, his 61st career Cup Series win, putting him P10 in all-time most Cup Series wins. So another milestone for Denny. It's a huge year for him. He's coming up on like the end of his contract. I think he's going to leave racing, just become full-time owner along with Michael Jordan for 2311 Racing. And he just lost his father last year. And, his father and his mom, it's terrible. He had a bad time. Every race means this much more. He's coming up at the end of his racing career, and to get number 61 is really huge. To be in that top 10 of all-time winners, amazing. Still won't ever be able to touch Richard Petty. There's different eras. Some things can never be touched. Yes, Nate, I see you. Chase is consistent. He always has been. He will be. Las Vegas, I like to call it Las Vegas. Haha, very funny. And yeah, Ty Gibbs is a Nepo baby. You are correct on that.
One of the things that I'm seeing here. Okay, so it was 267 laps, and probably to just give everyone an idea of how fast these guys are going around. Denny Hamlin's fastest lap was under 30 seconds at 29.45, and that's according to NASCAR.com.
Yeah, it's pretty dang fast.
Yeah, I would say so. And then Hamlin also led 134 of the 267 laps. So if my math is mathing here, he led for a majority or more than half the race.
So once again, it's like you got a good car, you got a good setup, and the right strategy for when you pit, you're easily going to get ahead out of all these other guys. Once again, Derek, if I took you to watch a NASCAR race with me and you saw Vegas, you would be like,
what's
really,
the big deal?
You watch this.
Oh, okay.
If I took you to Atlanta, it would be a much different story. You'd be seeing like 3 to 4 wide racing, a lot more passes and everything. Vegas is just one of those tracks where it's like
just tiny, and
when people get out ahead and they got a better car, I would like to say it's almost more like, the racing that you'd see in the 70s and the 80s, although people would also be able to like just drive the tires off their car and, go from last to first within like 2 laps. Yeah, things are different these days. Can't do that, but it looks a little bit more like the racing back in the day.
Okay. And where and how has Tyler Reddick been faring?
Oh, Tyler Reddick in 2311, they've been killing it. So it's you got Tyler and you got
because
Bubba
he was the first one in 70 years to win 3 straight races, or start the season winning 3 straight races, I should say.
Correct. There's been nobody else who's won the first 3 races in a season other than Tyler Reddick, and he is still number 1 in the standings. Well, I mean, hey, he got 5 races in. He's got 3 wins and 3 top 5s. Okay. But anyway, the guy's, he's still he's killing it. Bubba Wallace is doing well. And yeah, Bubba Wallace is, guess what? Guess what place Bubba Wallace is in?
Second.
Bingo.
Sorry, I kind of cheated here because I'm actually doing my research.
I can't see your screen.
No. I get it. I understand.
I also didn't know if you were going to be thrown off by seeing D. Wallace Jr.
D. Wallace Jr. Where's D. Wallace Jr.?
What do you think Bubba's name is? That sounds Christian name. You think Mommy and Daddy Wallace popped a kid out and were like, we're gonna name him Bubba. Come on, man. Come on.
Isn't he from down south though?
Daryl Wallace.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where Bubba Wallace is from. Or
he's from America, that's for sure.
Frick, yeah.
He was born in Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, okay. Mobile,
Alabama. I can't say I've been to Mobile yet.
I have. That was some of the best brisket that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh my great God. You would think going out to Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas, or something like that. While it is very top notch, and it is definitely top notch brisket and barbecue, some of the best barbecue and brisket that I've ever had was down in a little small neighborhood in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, they better have good brisket down there. I said, last time I was
delicious.
down that way, I ended up in Atlanta. Atlanta had some pretty good stuff down there too. I said fried green tomatoes when I go down south. That's my jam. Oh yeah.
Is that the place that you go to, or is you just eat fried green tomatoes?
I love fried green tomatoes, but if I'm in the south, I gotta get them. I don't know. I just think that's probably the place that's probably best to get them. I don't see a lot of that around Chicago.
Oh, gotcha.
So, back to NASCAR. What else has happened? We had former teammates Ross Chastain of Trackhouse Racing and Daniel Suarez, now of Spire Racing, driving the number 7. They got into it. It really upset me. I go, here you go. You got 4 laps left to go at Vegas.
And when you say got into it, they got into each other's grills, literally or figuratively?
No, more,
or face to face?
More their doors, not their grills. Side by side. You got Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez. You got 4 laps left to go. You're racing for 17th place. And Ross gets it. They're getting into each other, giving them a little bump here, a little bump there. And they share some words after the race, and there's a little shoving. And when I was seeing this happen on TV, you couldn't really hear. There's so much noise going on. Thankfully, I had some guy on Twitter did his audio magic, and he cut out as much extra sound as he could, and you could really hear what Ross Chastain was yelling and saying to Daniel Suarez after the race.
Not safe for here on these airwaves, probably.
Actually, this is only one of the few things that you'll hear. Yeah, that like they were actually didn't say anything that's not allowed on the airwaves. He goes, "Get out of here, go, get out of here. You got fired." And to which, at that point, Daniel Suarez just kind of laughed and turned away and walked. Now, yes, Daniel Suarez did get let go from Trackhouse last year. He had 2 seasons where he was just having poor finishes. Maybe Ross Chastain was getting better equipment. There may have been in-house politics. I don't know. But, yeah, now there was a lot of things when they were teammates. They showed them hanging out, and they're hugging each other. And now that this interaction has happened, it came out that, they're asking both of them. They're both like, yeah, I never really liked the guy. We always had a sort of a two-faced relationship. He acted one way in front of me, and he acted another way outside. So I'm like, hey, it may be better that they split. Daniel Suarez, I feel bad for you. I can understand it's probably really hard to be just, known as the Mexican in the most redneck sport in America. And yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, yeah, so that was the story this weekend. Nothing's coming of that. There was just some words shared. There was a shove. Nobody threw punches or anything. The real bad story of this weekend was truck driver Daniel Dye.
Well, why don't we put a pin in that? You are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM, and we will continue with the truck series after these messages on the other side.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday.
So no F-bombs or anything were, said, or, no punches thrown.
No, they literally, Daniel, it was Daniel that, came up to have a conversation. He's just like, hey, I think he was thinking like I was, like, why are you bumping into me for 17th place? Like, if we were racing to, get in the top 10, completely understandable. There would have been no conversation had whatsoever. But even I was sitting there watching. I'm like, I'm like, both of you are already out of it, man. I'm like,
yeah, right.
Like, forget that. It's like, yeah, you race for different teams now. It's too early for there to be a rivalry.
So is one of those guys like an absolute red ass then? Where it's just like, I don't care. I'm not going to let anyone pass me or,
All right. So Ross Chastain used to have that, that image of
That sort of mentality.
The mittens were always off.
Oh.
You go, watch out for Ross.
He's an ass.
He was Ross the Wrecking Ball for, 3-4 seasons. And he created enough enemies on the track where he had to take the black hat off. He's just like, well, you want to finish the race. Right?
Yeah, sure. And if everyone's gunning for you and you're the,
It literally got to that point where people were like, yeah, there was like the Food Lion 400 the one year, and he made a bunch of enemies, and like people were going on tour and they're like, next time I catch you out at that grocery store, you better drop your cart real quick because it's on. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh, jeez. I'm like, they're even using the sponsor's name and being like, I'm going to catch you at the Food Lion. The Food Lion is also, it's a grocery store.
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere in the South. But
yeah, that makes sense.
it's a cool name for a grocery store. I like Jewels myself, but I wouldn't mind going to the Food Lion.
You with the Jewels, the Anyways, coming back in 10 seconds.
The Aldi's.
The Aldi's, yeah. And everything else Chicago.
Of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health.
Or not. Well, it showed 30 seconds up here on the, command control center, but we will be coming back in approximately 15 seconds. So, fool me, fool you. But, coming back with the truck thing. Truck. That's the technical term, the truck thing.
The Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation and the Ad Council.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and talking NASCAR and racing. It is Bob Mariner.
Howdy, folks.
So before we went to break, you were talking about the Truck Series. I think it was the Truck Series.
Yeah. All right. So you got this guy, Daniel Dye, racer Colleague Racing. He's been suspended indefinitely by NASCAR.
What?
Oh Lord!
Why?
What could you do?
What? How? I mean, was he doing the really old thing? Running moonshine?
No, he was. He decided he was going to try to run this last race blindfolded the entire time.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, no, that would have been a more fun way to get suspended,
Oh, okay. So,
no, he did it the way everybody else gets suspended from, anything in media or life. He said the wrong thing.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah.
What words did he say? And keep it clean.
So he didn't say any bad words. It's more the way he said things.
Oh, you mean like Lee Trevino back in the day talking about Tiger Woods?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
so what did his dumb arse say?
He was talking about I believe he's talking about another driver. I believe he's an IndyCar driver over here. He's and this is meanwhile during a live stream. This is not for NASCAR or anything. He's on a live stream for one of those card pull things.
Oh, so like a card break or something?
Yeah, and it's I've seen the footage. It's not well produced. He's on somebody's.
Oh, okay, hold on a second. I think I could kind of see where this is going. So he's doing a card break.
Mm-hmm.
It's a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls a card of a driver that he doesn't necessarily like, and then he drops whatever colorful speech. Yes? No? Am I close?
Yeah. So he's talking about an IndyCar driver, David Malukas.
Okay.
And he starts with a very soft, kind of effeminate inflection in his impersonation.
Hey.
So I'm like, and I'm listening to this. I'm like, wow, okay. That kind of sounds like you're making fun of him. And then he continues to talk, and he times that effeminate inflection times 2.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, well, that's a little hot.
It's a little over the line there.
And then immediately afterwards, he goes, "Oh, that's me trying to do my best David Malukas gay voice." So they even solidifies that he was doing what I was like, oh, okay. And then proceeds to continue on with the voice, being like, well,
I'm
I
kind of
pulled
curious.
He goes, I pulled a gold card doing this voice, so I'm just going to keep going with this because I'm on fire.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, well, so NASCAR.
Well, I'm kind of curious. What was the response of the host that was having him on doing the card?
Oh, they were laughing. They were laughing. They were laughing so hard.
They were basically egging him on.
They're a lot younger than you and I, sir. All right.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
They're gonna learn real fast. So
the clapback is coming for that.
yeah, so NASCAR is indefinitely suspended Colleague Racing driver Daniel Dye for an inappropriate conversation on What Not video stream he made in references of the sexuality of another driver, man, in a tone mocking gay men. He will also be required to undergo sensitivity training.
There it is. I was going to ask, but I figured.
So there's a couple other things, and
oh no,
sounds like we're going to break, but we could go over the rules and other instances and how NASCAR's dealt with that, and is it okay? Who's treated fairly and who's treated unfairly? Why and why not? Because he's not the only person who spoke out of turn in NASCAR. And it's been handled a couple different ways, so I don't know. I'm sure that there might be a couple of our NASCAR friends out there who got a little something to say about that. I know my wife and I had a big conversation about it the other night because it's a lot splitting hairs. It seems more like NASCAR is they're ready to set the rules, but not to set a consistent punishment.
And you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM.
With your news flash.
Well, that seems kind of bull smurfish as far as like, okay, one guy gets this penalty, the other guy gets this penalty. I mean, so what are we talking about as far as like the parameters? As far as, okay, so he is kind of, well, for lack of a better term or whatever, gay bashing.
Yeah. Literally.
Okay.
Well, not literally, but
well, yeah. He's he's mocking, making fun of, okay, whatever his sexuality is, good for him, but, and then as far as like, what are like some of the other instances?
So the two I'm bringing up is Noah Gragson.
Hey, Brendan, thank you for take two. Hey, Brendan, thank you for tuning in on the Tube of Views here on WRMN Radio. And, oh, Susie C. My God, it's Susie C. She's the host of the WRMN Morning Show.
Hey, Susie C said hi to Brendan. She didn't say hi to me.
She's over your ugly ass.
Oh, all right. Well, don't get ready for my phone to blow up. All right. She got my number. Don't worry, Suze. I know you got me. We're good.
Yeah. It's about time you posted on Facebook there, Suze, with your WRMN morning show question of the day.
Oh, very happy to hear that Brendan's favorite track is Chicagoland Speedway. Hopefully I'll end up there, same as you. I pray that I don't have a job. I pray I don't have a job that day. I pray I'm employed, but yeah, I don't want to get scheduled 4th of July weekend. I should be watching the race and hanging out, Brendan, maybe NASCAR Jeff, maybe this Nate guy over here who keeps on tuning in. I don't know. Hey, get a couple, 2, 3 of us together. Maybe we'll get Derrick into racing. Who knows?
What the hell just happened? Am I the only one on watching the live now?
Oh Lord. Well, I'm watching it.
I don't understand.
Am I the only one? Oh no! Now we got 3. You got 1, 2, 3. Oh, and now it's back up to 4. Keep on complaining. Let's see if this number keeps going up. Nope, down to 3.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Oh, yeah, now it's up to 3. I have no idea because when we're talking about this, it was at like 6-7. 6-7.
Oh, dude, basketball season's over for me. I don't need to hear that anymore.
6-7. And then it dropped down to 1. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Did they not like the effeminate talk about NASCAR?
Hey man, I was just reporting on what other people said and how they're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very strange.
Oh, Susie C with the heart to yours truly. Oh, it's not to me, it's to Bob. What
Of
the
course.
frack is up with that?
Thanks, Suze.
Oh my.
I'm sorry I
goodness.
missed you on Sunday.
Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Suze.
Hey.
I'm sorry I missed you on Sunday. I really wanted to eat your chili.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know, if Derek can't show up for your morning show. It'll only take me about like 40 minutes to get out here, okay?
Yeah, only 40. Coming back.
Ground Advantage to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, step on inside. It's Big Top Sports, your thrilling ride. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland. Football frenzy and hoops so high. Baseball swinging as seasons fly. Hockey blades cutting swift and true. Sports carousel spinning just for you. Big Top Sports, feel the roar. Where the wild games come to score. Geyer guiding the sports band from the heart of Chicagoland.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. Joining me today in studio, it is none other than Bob Mariner. And if you want to get any of your sports thoughts off, whether it be WBC, Chicago Bears, Cubs, Bulls, Blackhawks, whatever, feel free to call in at 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410. Check us out on the Tube of Views, the youtube.com/@WRMN radio, youtube.com/@WRMN radio. And hey, go to the WRMN Facebook page where Susie C, the host of your WRMN morning show, finally,
Hey now.
posted her Susie C question of the day for tomorrow, which is, if you could only eat one dessert for the rest of your life, what would it be? And
Oh, dude, that's too hard, man.
I know.
I can't pick that. That's just no. I want to say bananas Foster, but I get sick of bananas.
That's too sweet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, see, there's a peanut butter and chocolate taco, ice cream taco, that is absolutely divine.
So you
and
mean
I
like
could
something
eat that taco. Well,
better than the Choco Taco that has been discontinued?
Yeah. I really enjoy eating that taco. It's just, oh, you dirty dog.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that smirk. But anyway, yeah, I do enjoy that delicious treat.
All right, you got to bring one in for me because I was gonna think, like, aside from bananas Foster, I would just say generally ice cream.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a dessert to eat for the rest of my life, it would be ice cream. Because then that covers anything that's like banana splits, waffle cones, dipped cones from DQ and all that stuff.
But I mean, and that's ice cream. My mother does not make ice cream. My mother is probably, in my humblest of opinions, is probably one of the best cooks and bakers that I will ever experience.
Baking is tough, man.
And
that's a science.
I mean, her chocolate chip cookies that she does from memory, and it's not the Nestle Toll House, recipe on the back of the chocolate chips. No, it's her own recipe. I mean, there's like chocolate carrot cake. There's pound cake. I mean, chocolate and blueberry muffins, or as I call them, cupcakes, because there's no frosting on them, but that's how I was raised. They were called cupcakes. Banana pudding pie. Just, if she wanted to, she could open up a bakery and do all of this stuff.
We got to remember this for like after summer's over. National Dessert Day is October 14th.
Ooh.
We should have a little bake-off over here. I know it's a little far in advance, but whoa.
Hey, maybe we could get a sponsor for that or something. Wouldn't that be cool?
Hey, we're working on it. Hey,
we are working on
people,
sponsors.
All you local businesses out there.
Oh, that.
You maybe want to get some more business, sweeten the deal a little bit. Hey, maybe you hit up WRMN. Maybe do a little business over here.
Yeah, you want to talk sports? Or heck, maybe we could do an in-person thing. Well, I'm not exactly.
Hey, man, I love doing live remotes. Don't get me wrong. I love the station, but going on location, hey, that's real reporting. Here we are on location at so-and-so local business.
How do you feel about the Chicago Bears and their 25th?
Oh, man, I don't know. If you start asking people about the Chicago Bears, you might have some people getting suspended, just like Daniel Dye.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, why don't we bring it around full circle here? So Daniel Dye got suspended, so he's got to go through sensitivity training. But you were also talking about other guys getting suspended and the different penalties.
Yeah. So for those of you who were not with us before the break, yes, truck driver Daniel Dye was suspended this weekend after he was on a card pull show on what not YouTube channel, YouTube video stream. He made inferences of the sexuality of another man, an IndyCar racer. He said it himself that he used the gay voice. He laid it on thick. So he got suspended indefinitely. He's going through sensitivity training.
No, I think you kind of
pretty
named
insensitive.
it. Yeah.
But so even though NASCAR does not allow their rules to the public, thank you, Bob Pockris, the NASCAR insider. He's got credentials, so he can access the rules, and he posted the rule that Daniel Dye broke. NASCAR members shall not make or cause to be made a public statement or communication that criticizes, ridicules, or otherwise disparages another person based upon that person's race, color, creed, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, marital status, religion, age, or handicapping condition. In other words, be nice. If you're not nice, you don't get to play, right? So
what are we doing, Roadhouse now? Be nice.
Thank you.
Until it's time.
Until it's time not to be nice.
Not to be nice. And apparently NASCAR was not nice.
So he's spent indefinitely. We'll see what comes of that. Granted, this recently happened. So I talked to my wife. I talked to one of their buddies about this, and we're like, okay, so he's suspended indefinitely.
So they want you to go through sensitivity training too?
Well, then we looked at what has happened in the past. Let's see. During the pandemic, you had Kyle Larson, who is one of the premier drivers for Hendricks Motorsports.
Yeah, that name does ring a bell.
Hey, he's a great driver.
Mm-hmm. Not so great human being?
Well, he was racing an E-race that was live broadcast during the pandemic, and somebody got into him on that live broadcast, and he dropped the N-bomb. I'll say a racial slur towards African Americans that is not welcome. And that was on live broadcast, to which his spotter for this E-race replied, Kyle, you're live. Everybody can hear you.
Oh, great Googly.
Yeah. So, you got.
I wonder if they had a dump button for that.
He said there was no excuse for it. He was suspended without pay. He did the tail between his legs apology video, and he was back, quite quickly. He was suspended indefinitely by iRacing. So I guess it's a little different. I think maybe it's different for him because it was iRacing and not NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure iRacing, being a streaming platform, probably got a lot more colorful language than that. But to bring up another one, you had Noah Gragson. And this is in 2023, only a couple of years ago. He posted it's like, you take my breath away meme with George Floyd. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, once again, it seems to be sensitivity training. They said indefinite, but he was back within like a week or two. So I don't know. It's a little weird. I think there's a rule for you can't say this, but then it seems to be up to NASCAR to be like, exactly how are we going to punish you? Which I'm like, your rule covers everything that these three separate people did, but it seems like the length of their suspension may be different depending on how good they're racing. Like somebody like Daniel Dye, he may lose sponsorships. He may not come back.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Gragson had made it up far enough. Kyle Larson is a championship racer. I think that they're
So it's the tiers.
For their own sake,
Mm-hmm.
it makes more sense to be a little softer on him because he's going to make more money in the long run. For a guy like Daniel Dye, who's a great truck racer, but still not the best guy in the world. I mean, anybody's, doing stuff like that, their job, probably not. Probably not the best guy in the world. But hey, we all got faults. I'm just saying, it seems like NASCAR's got more of the power to pick and choose on how are we going to dole this out? What are you going to do for us?
Mm-hmm.
When I think you were all equally as bad in breaking the rule, So I'm asking for consistency. I guess that could be my Mariners musing for the day as well. Is why are you guys like, why do you make all these rules but you don't have a consistent punishment? It's always a case by case kind of thing. I mean, I guess that's kind of like the American court system.
And that has been Mariners Musings.
I'm just asking for some consistency over here. I'm like,
Sponsored by
what?
I don't know.
How about Bob's Discount Furniture? He's the sponsor for Denny Hamlin, the winner of last week's race over at Las Vegas, the Pennzoil 400.
Hey, come on in here. We need some new furniture.
Well, hey, you know what? I mean, this chair is okay. I could use a little bit more cushion.
I mean, it's a kind of a pain in the arse, really.
I don't have any arse, all right?
Yeah, well, that's a you problem.
Yeah, I know. I'm a skinny guy. It helps out some ways, and it fails me in a lot of other ways, like getting a comfortable seat anywhere I go. I got to really bring that cushion with me, man.
Yeah, this is true. Hey, you are currently listening to Big Top Sports here on WRMN, and we're going to be switching gears on the other side of this upcoming break, so stay tuned. He's Bob. I'm Derek. Back in a bit.
I had to thank my wife and Nate for being like, what about Noah Gragson? What about Kyle Larson? Because I'm like, you're right. I'm like, that's kind of stuff that like.
Yeah, keep in mind we're still live on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just it's just it really I was very happy that both of them brought that up to me because I'm like,
see, the one thing, and I can only surmise, I have not seen any of the footage or anything, and obviously you don't necessarily want to be dropping the N word.
Yeah.
Because, well, I don't think that there's like any place for that.
There's not.
And with that being said, and this is maybe where I get into a little bit of hot water here. It's during the middle of a race, and it's during the middle of, a heated competition where they're actually in race mode, competitive mode.
Road rage is a real thing, dude.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. So I can understand it a little bit more. Yet, obviously, don't necessarily, care for the slurs.
Also, yeah, you're in the pandemic and you're doing iRacing. You would have thought there might have been a delay on that broadcast. That might have been a little bit on iRacing themselves.
Yeah, you would think.
Hindsight's 2020, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. But
I say
still,
everybody makes mistakes, but I'm like, whoa. Well, some of those things you train on yourself.
Well, and with him doing the effeminate voice and everything, obviously he crossed the line.
Dude, that's like 20 years outdated. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, a little
Come
bit.
on. Like,
do you not? I mean, that's just showing off like how stupid you are.
I mean, if you've seen the video of this, you're literally like, I see it and it looks like my 20-year-old hanging out with like a couple of his friends in like a crappy basement.
You got a 20-year-old?
Hell, he'd be 21 April 8th.
How old are you?
38. He's my wife's.
Oh, okay.
Nothing from. I have not sowed my royal oats anywhere. Okay.
10 seconds coming back.
But yeah, nice. I treat him like my own.
On WRMN.
Just like any other kid who's born 2005. A pain.
And welcome back into Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer, and that chuckling laugh, the very distinct laugh that you are hearing. That one right there, that is the chuckle or laugh or the cackle, if you will, of one Bob Mariner. He has been my guest for today's episode, and one of the things that we were talking about off air, I believe, was the fact that we both are in television production or production, when we are not on air here on WRMN Big Top Sports. And how do you like it?
Oh, I love it. Are you kidding me? I get paid to watch sports and try to make it look good. I mean, not just try, make it look good. As long as I got a good crew with me, and I've been very lucky for as long as I've been in this, to have some really awesome crews working with me. And I do want to give a shout out to the entire crew that worked with me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over at UIC Men's Baseball. We went through 40 to 50 mile an hour wind on Friday. We went through snow on Saturday and went through torrential downpour on Sunday. And we had 3 great broadcasts. So thank you all. You all know who you are. And big shout out to the UIC men's baseball team and the broadcast crew, because guess what? We ended up with number 3 in ESPN SportsCenter top 10 plays of the week on Sunday.
Really?
I couldn't believe it myself. And I'm like, oh, that looks familiar. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, my my camera number 1 caught that play, and since he caught it, I was able to actually give a good replay on instant replay. So I think that's pretty awesome, being able to tune in to ESPN and, get a top 3 in their top 10 on plays of the week. So I'm like,
oh, hell yeah.
Shout out. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, I love it. It's stressful sometimes because there's always problems. Everything's getting down to the wire. There's no going back and fixing it. It's always next play mentality. But I think I work best under pressure, and it keeps my mind fresh, being able to adapt, because it's different equipment, different people, different problems, different solutions every time. But oh, how great it is to be able literally to make money, to watch sports, and then also go home and turn on CHSN or ESPN or Marquee Network or WGN and be like, I did that. And it's like there's no great feeling in the world.
Do you find, okay, so going behind the curtain, if you will, because I already know the answer to this question that I'm going to ask. And we didn't really discuss this going forward because I kind of like, doing it on the spur of the moment, having production meetings off air or maybe for the YouTube listening audience or viewership and everything. But when you are doing an event, you often have the headset on, talking to the producers, the directors, other camera people, I'll just leave it at camera people, what are those conversations like about, like, maybe the certain sporting event, maybe about a player, maybe about, the weather? I mean, because let's be honest. Friday, because I was doing my own thing, I was down at the University of Chicago covering the women's lacrosse game in that 70-mile-an-hour wind, or it sure as hell seemed like it was 70 miles an hour. And then the sun goes down, and then it dropped another 15 degrees, where I'm just shaking like a leaf and miserable, absolutely miserable.
Oh, yeah.
But yet, I'm covering the game and like, oh, good shot. They're women's lacrosse game, and the rules are a little bit different in collegiate sports. With
College
women's
rules always throw me off, man.
And I still have absolutely no idea, like, what the rules are for women's lacrosse. Because in guys, they're like buffaloing one another, cross-checking, hitting them over the head, fights on the field, etc. It's almost like a hockey game, without the ice. With that being said, the girl goes, she takes a pass, goes down low, right about the goal mouth, and then does a behind the head flip and scores. And I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? I totally got that. So I know, what you're talking about, like getting the shot and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my goodness. And it's like in that moment, I went from freezing my butt off, where I couldn't feel any of my toes. I could only feel my thumbs. But yet, I got that sweet shot, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I was warm for the next, 2 or 3 minutes.
All the other cares in the world go away from you. You're just like, I nailed that. You get to that point where you're like, you're locked in. You're like, you followed all the way, and you're like, boom. You know that you gave your replay op everything they wanted right there. Because I tell you, I do, as much as I do camera work, I do replay. And it really hurts when you're like dying to get that awesome play, and you can't give it to your director because you just got it missed.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough where I'm working with some great camera ops. They're really fast. And it's just, like when you have that feeling, I got the same feeling up in the booth being like, I don't even have to think about changing to your angle because I already know you're good enough where you're on it. Aside from that, the other conversation we have is fun stuff. It's
without a doubt,
a lot of talking about these umpires and how they pick and choose on what they do and what they don't do.
Call.
Yeah, it's
it's
fun. We're keeping ourselves entertained.
Yeah,
like I said, it's the things that we talk about in the booth are a lot like how if you're sitting at home with your family or your best friend talking about the baseball game as well. We just make sure we hit the mute button.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The juxtaposition of getting that awesome shot is missing that awesome play.
Yeah,
and I'll because I'm open, I'm transparent, and I find myself because lacrosse, it's a fast game, tiny ball. I found myself going, okay, where the hell's the ball at? I have absolutely no idea because they play it on a football field.
You got to watch the players.
The ball is, all the way at the 1 yard line on the other end of the field. I have absolutely no idea. And all of a sudden they're on a breakaway-ish, for the lack of a better, term. And, okay, I finally found it. Or you have still no idea where the ball is. Because, the cameras that we're using are maybe a little bit worse than the cameras that are, in studio.
I can understand how it's a struggle to work with that. So you got a tiny monitor, it's hard to track and everything. Yeah, it's for us. A good director is like one of the key things. Some of the best people I've worked with directing in baseball, actually. Shout out to Pete Strass. I worked with him at the Dogs. He almost actually calls the game for the camera people. He goes and he hits it, and it's going to deep left. He'll let you know where it's going, even if you don't catch it. So that way, it's like
you know where to train the camera on.
So, shout out to Pete. I love you, Pete. You taught me a lot of what I know. Thank you.
This has been Big Top Sports on WRMN 1410 AM with yours truly, Derrick Geyer. That is Bob Mariner. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the WRMN Morning Show with Susie C. and David Tees. Have a great rest of your hump day. Bye.
Real talent is defined by what people can do.
Another one in the books, buddy.
Another one bites the dust, and another one goes, and another one goes, and another one bites the dust.
There was a restaurant.
Oh, sorry.
There's a restaurant I worked at called Marcello's Father and Son.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bite the dust.
No, they've been long since shuttered, but I'm not kidding, dude. I worked there for 8 years, and like somebody would get fired every week. 8 years every week. Oh, it was a revolving door. I didn't get fired.
How'd you manage that?
I don't know. They needed somebody to teach everybody else. I guess I didn't do a very good job because I kept getting fired. But every time somebody would get fired, I would pull out my phone and I would start playing that song. And the rest of the like, stop it. It's not funny, Bob. And I'm like, no.
No, you're not in my position.
This is the Marcello's theme song. Another one bites the dust. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm still here. You guys keep paying me. No, the thing was I built a pretty large regular base. So
were you bartending at the time, or
no,
you were just a waiter?
I was a waiter.
I mean, not that you were just a waiter.
Oh,
I was
the best waiter.
Oh my good, that is one of the things that would like piss me off regularly.
I'll take all your tables.
Where you ever have some highfalutin or a person that is, maybe above you, like a manager, an assistant manager, or whatever, and go, well, in this case, I'll just use the fact that, you were a waiter. Well, you're just a waiter. What do you know? How, and
I know how to run a business.
Because
successfully.
That pissed me off more than anything else when I was out in Los Angeles. Because I worked on television productions, doing various things, because I was a production assistant, and this mother fracker, had to catch myself there to kind of keep it clean.
I say flower.
Yeah, this mother fracker, who is literally not just, but he's the production coordinator, which is a step above a production assistant.
Yeah.
So this Nepo production coordinator.
This Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, this Ty Gibbs. It kept on going like, well, you're just a production assistant. Hey, go get the coffee. Go get, it's like, and me being, I think I was like 25, 26 at the time. And I think he just, this was his first production coordinator position. But he earned it because either mom or dad, hooked him up. And I had made mention to it where it was, do me a favor. Don't say that. I understand.
That was very nice of you.
I understand that I'm a production assistant and I'm here to help the production, but don't say I am just that, because the way that you sound it, the way that you say it, it sounds very demeaning and very, nose pointed down on me.
Well, hey, to all you who are still listening out there, just, in any industry that you're going into, just remember, how you speak to others, it goes a long way. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
yeah, without a doubt.
they may be over you now, and you may be under them, and vice versa. If it's you never know who's going to be your boss or who might be able to help you out in the future. And yeah, you may not like it now, you might not like it later, but just treat each other with kindness over here. As believe me, people will remember stuff, and especially in the broadcasting business, word gets around really fast.
Yes, it does.
Lord.
Which is probably why I'm back here, because in my younger days and in my more hot-headed days, I might have, after I kindly requested him not to say that, and maybe I shouldn't bring this story, but since I started it, I went up to him one last time after he, said that yet again, after like 5 or 6 times after I kindly, said, hey, well, and then I went up to him. I kind of just whispered over his shoulder, where, you say that again, and this lowly production assistant is going to kick the Smurf out of you.
Oh, Derrick. oh boy. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's once again, people, just don't push other people's buttons. Otherwise, you might get the Smurf kicked out of you. I don't know. It's
Yeah. Oh, hey, Michael Scott, but if you need a couple of camera guys or anything, because I see that you're in video production, hey, reach on out to us. We know how to work cameras. We know how to
cameras are low budget.
Yeah,
That's what she said, Michael Scott.
Wow.
What? Hey, it's a guy from The Office, right?
Brown chicken, brown cow. Huh. And just when I think this production couldn't go in the gutter anymore.
I said, Michael, I need you to come here and color correct our 2 cameras.
Yeah, white balance it.
No, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next week. I will be in here next week. I won't be in here the week after that, I believe. I think I'll be doing
Are you
baseball
leaving me?
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna shift the day. If I can't be here on a Wednesday, I'll come on a Thursday or Tuesday. I'll make it work. Baseball season, is gonna be nuts. So
I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do without you.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you're gonna really miss me. All right, here how about this Nate guy, this Nath E3VJ? I'll send him in here. How about that?
Oh, he doesn't sound like he knows what he's talking about with racing.
Oh, well. Yeah,
Did I just hit the hornet's nest right there?
Do you want a sexier voice than mine? Let's get you Mr. Nate the Date Studwell. Ooh,
wow.
Oh, yes. Oh, as I twist the mustache.
No, not at all. I think I've got the sexy good enough for
you're
both of us.
You're creeping me out, man.
Right in your ear hole, Mr. Mariner.
You know what? Before you turned 50, it was sexy, but now you're just old and creepy, dude. All right, break out the sweatpants, Derrick.
Yeah, I'll do my best Al Bundy impersonation.
Just hand in the front of the pants.
Sit here in the studio chair and hands right down the pants.
I'll come in next week. I'll be like, Derrick, you can give me some money? I'm going to be Pam over Peg.
Peg.
Oh, jeez. It's been long enough since I watched that show.
I prefer you or Kelly, but
I don't know, man.
Although
I'm not dyeing my hair, okay?
Although I mean, Peg and her sweet. What kind of were those chinos? Were those? I mean, were like those yoga pants?
I call them hot pants.
Okay.
Leopard print hot pants.
Yeah.
And then the hairdo that didn't belong in any other decade other than the 70s. I don't know, it's still in the 90s, but
yeah, it was pretty good.
It's a really interesting thing is that throughout the service industry, all the years waiting and bartending, I worked with a lot of Bulgarian people in Chicago.
Yes.
Bulgarians absolutely love that show. And it's not just like 1 or 2 people that I know. And I've worked with a lot of Bulgarian people, and that is that has almost always been the starting point of us kicking off a friendship.
Oh.
Is there I'm not like they've come to America and they're like, oh my God, I've watched all of Married to Children as a kid when I was in Bulgaria. And It is hilarious because the ones that moved to Chicago, that is what that's the American family. And I'm like, well, around here, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're not off.
Like you got a pretty good representation.
Off base with it.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because they probably come into the restaurant and they're talking about, oh yeah, I just saw the new episode of Married with Children.
Oh Lord, hey man, it's that was my first dream job as a child, was to become a shoe salesman. But I guess you can't have that dream anymore in 2026. You can't have a house in the burbs with a family of 4 and a car and still be able to pay everything. That's a pipe dream now. Meaning you better be high if you think that's going to happen.
Yeah. Truer words were never spoken. Hey, thanks for joining us on this episode of Big Top Sports here on WRMN 1410. We appreciate it. For Bob Mariner, I'm Derrick Geyer. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Hey, temperatures are going to be warming up for this weekend, so enjoy it. Later, y'all.
Offers hand-on activities